If I feel like playing monster catching taming games, then maybe I can try playing Pokemon games that introduce a second generation's Pokemon Gold. Then I'm trying to play at least mainly Pokemon games in order, and multiple playthroughs of the same generations. Now is a mainly game for Game Boy Color. From what I have heard and assume you could play it on Game Boy, but of course there will not be colors for the game. Well, story-wise, I'll try with as little as possible spoilers. But gameplay feature-wise, saying what features stayed or are gone in future games, so probably that will come in future game videos, I love this. Premise is more or less the same as Gen 1 games, but I'll mention later, and maybe there's a little more details. And maybe I will be able to play other second gen games for other videos, but I'll see about when times comes. Our quest all starts with the premise. Professor Elm asks the player to do some kind of errand, and with it, he gives the player started Pokemon, whatever player chooses. But while doing that errand, Professor Oak gives player Pokédex to complete it, of course, and Professor Elm's started Pokemon, other started Pokemon, they being opposite of the player choice, by shift which becomes rival. And while trying to follow our rival, we of course do gym challenges which have different timings to be able to challenge Elite Four or option to the gym. It's the same gameplay as Gen 1 games but with more features, like it tracks real full time, so there are timed events for single player game, basic time on the time, if it's day or night, something telling about week and which day it is. However, if that real full-time tracker doesn't work somehow, I assume because game's batteries that is, then you won't be able to follow experience the game. Still, I probably miss some events. Or you might be able to do the events in which you started playing tracked, and probably that's the case. With real full-time tracker, berries are introduced which regrows every day if the tracker works. And with the berries now, Pokemon can hold items, and if they hold berries, they get used in the boss life when specific conditions is met. Now there is different kinds of gambling with in-game currency. Cards. It seems more on skill but still lacks involved. Maybe closer to roulette but with cards. Experience partner is a thing. Now you don't need to go into Pokemon just to see how much is left for level up. Don't need to go into Pokemon menu to use HMOs except Power Fly and Flash. Understable. And there are some TMs that can be used outside of Buffalo. There's an option to decorate your room, which I didn't interact much. Mostly I guess Mom buys decorations. If you send money to Mom for saving up. Okay, now I remember I need to try talking slower. Alright, there is Pokekey, which at the start is for download, which isn't an item anymore, so it lessened impact of inventory, and phone calls, only up to 10 contacts can be saved. In playthrough, you can get more features for it, and even in post-game pack, which is the player's inventory. is split into different categories, which still can get full. These generations introduced packages which appeared only when I was grinded before Elite 4. For some reason I thought it doubled experience gain, but it turns out it is for something else. But still, it's good thing when it happens. But you can only see it when checking Pokemon stats. Of course, I changed settings before the game to have fast dialogue and Bola to be set. At least my starter Pokemon, Grass type Pokemon, was holding berries. Pokemon I know because I haven't played for a long time. Before making this video, I even forgotten what nickname I gave that Pokemon. I forgot even the species name of Pokemon. There is, of course, a catching tutorial, which I could decline it. In a tutorial or explanations of what each building starts, what started down or whatever you immediately came there was. This generation introduced description of Pokemon moves, which can be read when Pokemon is learning a new multiple it already is 4 months. I tried catching only this generation's Pokemon, or what I tracked as this generation's Pokemon, but as I started the game, mostly there was Gen 1 Pokemon. Also, this generation's introduced showing which Pokemon you already have caught or get otherwise. And that reminded me. Sure, I only encountered it once, but it looks like a gift Pokemon can be sent to PC if you already have a full party. So I guess this is a remove creature from Gen 1. Another thing that this generation introduced is shiny Pokemon. It fixes shiny as plot point. So if you haven't encountered shinies before, so this is your introduction to shinies. I got a shiny Rancho, first generation Pokemon, before the plot point, and which I used as a gem slave for a little while. And thought I probably will get Pokemon which can learn Asian moves, so I will donate for it, but now I see what's wrong with Asians, and I guess if I would catch a first generation Pokemon also, then maybe I will donate for a lot about it. Thankfully, after some time, even when Pokemon evolved, I get some Pokemon that could learn Asian moves, and also included Gen 1 Pokemon. And really, every water type Pokemon can learn all water type HMs. I rage quitted this game at least 2 times. I only wrote out times, which was it was shame when the opponent did a Dream Eater combo. But I lost some progress because I didn't save before the gym leader. Second time when dreaded trains for gym. And I said fuck it's writing game in the script. Thankfully this time I saved before the gym leader. Each time I tried Elite 4 it was annoying before the opponent made my Pokemon get confused. My Pokemon always eat themselves and confusion stays for multiple times. When I try to confuse opponent's Pokemon, they don't eat themselves and the confusion is already gone next turn. Okay, that's maybe hyperbole, but it still seems like it happens more often than I manage to get such a full confusion. And like I said before, I grinded before Elite 4, and there's a lot to do in post game after beating Elite 4. Of course, still supposed to get all species of Pokemon, but more than that, still more exploring to do. Somehow I wasn't burned out and was fine playing it more or less, even was fine playing post game, for which I might have been over level, but I could have also lower level Pokemon if I found it too. Okay, maybe for bosom I add in some cases maybe I add video in background, if not all instead in post game. Until I reached what a awesome post games, and seems you need to grind a lot for it. I guess maybe while making this video I'll grind to be able to fight strong opponent. Or maybe other publishing the video. Or maybe I'll stop playing it. It seems I stopped playing it. Of course, for this generations, I can choose Pokemon by color, what the game is closest to. Like gold, there isn't which started Pokemon. So I chose grass type started, which made Ellie's start of the game after it turned out. Also, flashbacks came rushing down me when I played in the past, and in the weighted real world time tracker didn't work. Okay, in post game, I noticed Pokemon that I didn't even see in Pokemon Ruby when I played it on the Game Boy Advance SP. And when I plugged this in the game, money didn't go to the game break or even to Nintendo. Or at least I don't remember seeing that Pokemon in Ruby. Or maybe I had flashback that I noticed in Pokemon Gold when I played when the real time tracker didn't work. But I might be confusing with something else. And I guess this generation games are the most stable Pokemon games, with less bugs than other Pokemon games, at least so far, or so I heard. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe, comment, see you next time.